This just into our newsroom. Pinellas deputies arrested a 19-year-old Palm Harbor man. They say he sexually battered a 13-year-old girl. Detectives say Alexander Fortuna admitted to touching and taking photos of the victim as she slept. And then after the attack, they say he searched the internet for the length of prison time that he could get for sexual battery. New this morning, a Florida lawmaker is responding to one of our I-Team investigations after investigator Katie LaGrone first revealed how parents are being wrongly accused of child abuse. But now Florida Representative Anna Ascamani believes a new bill in Texas could make a difference here in Florida. That bill would require the state to seek an independent second opinion before a child is separated from their parents.
That system, though, would provide the oversight accountability that parents deserve when facing the potential of a false accusation of child abuse.
We found some parents are fighting to prove their innocence after a child abuse pediatrician concluded their baby's health issues were a result of abuse. Tonight at 11, I-Team investigator Katie LaGrone will show us how that bill could have an impact here and also the response from our state health department.
Also working to learn if charges are possible after a deadly road rage incident. Polk County deputies say two drivers got into an argument around 9:30 Saturday night here on Lake Ned Road in Winter Haven. Investigators say one driver threatened another, and when he approached, that other driver shot him. That man later died. So far, deputies have interviewed the shooter, and they've also interviewed witnesses. Also this morning, Lakeland police are thanking the community for all the support after Officer Paul Dunn died in a crash last week. Take a look. People covered his motorcycle with flowers, cards, and gifts. Dunn's memorial services will be this Wednesday at Lakes Church on East Memorial Boulevard. Everyone's welcome to attend the visitation at 11. Then police honors will be held outside the church. The procession will begin around 1:30 and will go along North Lake Parker Avenue, then along Bartow Highway. The family requests that you wear military support or Florida Gators attire.
New this morning, a Massachusetts teenager whose family experienced the challenges of caring for his grandmother with dementia created this app that you see right here. He says it's now helping other families. It's called CareSair. It's a free app that gives families a platform to track medication, doctor visits, and also calendar events. And then once your care team is created, anyone who's a part of that team will receive notifications when someone adds new information.
8 years ago, my grandmother was first diagnosed with dementia, and it was really challenging seeing the effect it had on her and then the effects it eventually had on my family.
The teen says his app has now been downloaded 5,000 times.
Good for him. New today, a South Florida woman getting a big boost on national TV for her invention to help you with bug bites. She was featured on ABC's Shark Tank last night, ended up getting a deal with Lori Greiner, also known as the Queen of QVC. The so-called bug bite thing uses suction to remove insect saliva and venom from a bite, just like that. It's supposed to keep you from scratching, and we've heard a lot about it, a lot of buzz about the bug bite thing. Well, many of you are starting to plan your springtime projects. New this morning, taking action for you with renovation projects expected to get you the most money at resale. Now, a new garage door, manufactured stone on the front of your house, and a new front door could get you 90 to 98% return. Wood deck, basic kitchen remodel, siding replacement, new windows also will make you money. But the projects to avoid: an upscale kitchen or master suite in a small, older home.
The latest flu report brings some mixed news. The virus is slowing its spread across the state of Florida, and there are no new outbreaks here in the Bay Area. However, the CDC is reporting double the number of pediatric flu deaths than this time yet last year. It's already up to 32. A fourth child died here in Florida. There is also a second strain that affects young adults the most, and since that age group can more easily recover, experts now expect this flu season to be less severe overall.
We better believe Hollywood is abuzz this morning. The Oscar nominations come out in less than 2 hours.
There are some concerns, though, that minorities could be shut out of the acting categories. As for Best Picture, some predict 1917, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Marriage Story, and also Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will receive nods. You can watch the nominations live this morning on our Facebook page, and then you can watch the Oscars on February 9th right here on your ABC Action News station.
If you're a Netflix subscriber, Marriage Story is streaming right now. Check it out if you want. Well, the search is on now for the most photogenic baby in Tampa Bay. We have the link for you to vote on abcactionnews.com. It's $5 for 10 votes, and you can buy up to 200. All the proceeds go to Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital in St. Pete. You have until March 5th to get your vote in.
So cute. So hard to pick just one.
I know, right?
Want to check in now with Sarah Finney. She's watching that traffic alert that you need to know about.
Yes, 75 northbound is just a mess this morning. It started with an accident northbound near Fowler. We're still seeing some delays through here because only one lane is blocked. 2 lanes are getting through. Farther south of here, Actioner 1 hovering above an accident. This is 75 northbound before I-4. It looks like 4 vehicles involved in an accident. They're off on the shoulder, but a couple lanes were blocked for a period of time, and that did some damage to our drive times. So traffic is slow on 75 northbound from Fowler all the way back to south of 60, nearly to the Selman. So let's take a look at the drive time from 301 to Fowler. We're sitting at nearly 45 minutes. If you travel through this area, you're going to want to leave extra early. Just put the coffee in a to-go mug, head out the door if that's a part of your morning commute. Elsewhere, things are looking pretty good, seeing the standard delays developing on 275 southbound. If you want more updates on 75 as well as the Vets drive times, that updated just 2 minutes ago. You can find it at Tampa Bay Traffic on Twitter. How's our day shaping up, Greg?
A pretty nice start for that long drive. Could get through a couple of podcasts with that 45-minute drive this morning up 75 northbound. We're talking about temperatures in the low 80s this afternoon, near record highs. The record high in Tampa, 83. I think we get pretty close. A tie is certainly possible. Low clouds early, then plenty of sun as we go into the afternoon. Humidity has been high too, and that humidity, it's going to stay in that muggy category right into Friday and Saturday, with maybe a cold front for the second half of the weekend. With that higher humidity, there are some areas of potential fog here in the light gray in Polk County. I've looked at all my cameras that I can check here in Polk County along the Polk Parkway and I-4. I can't really find any area that would slow you down on your morning drive, but just be aware some of the rural areas, Highway 17, especially south of the Polk Parkway. I suppose there could be some mist in a couple of spots, and then up towards Citrus County as well around Inverness this morning. Temperatures near 70 in the upper 60s. Everyone is mild and humid, and that's not going to change all week. Southeast winds kicking in, keeping all this rain to our north and west all week long. All we're going to see is maybe some morning low clouds and fog each day, breaking out into sunshine, and those temperatures soaring, much like they will today, to near 80 degrees by lunch. 82 as you're heading home from work, picking up the kids at school, and then into the mid-70s for any of your evening plans. We're going to hold that forecast steady through Tuesday and Wednesday, near 80 degrees, upper 70s to near 80 through Friday. Cool front could impact us this weekend, and that could bring in a couple of showers either Saturday and or Sunday. Dia?
All right, thank you, Greg. We've got a tragic story coming up at 7. A child dies after family is swept into the ocean. The warnings to recognize before you hit the beach. That's only on our ABC Action News app on streaming devices.
The most accurate weather in your car with our radio partner.
35 years and still rolling. The 35th anniversary of the Florida RV Super Show, January 15th through 19th at the Florida State Fairgrounds. The largest RV show in America, Wednesday through Sunday. Presented by Florida RV Association. 35 years of bringing adventure to your doorstep.
I'm John Morgan. Some injuries can last a lifetime, and a lifetime is a long time. When you're injured, hire a firm that will fight like hell. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Room after room after beautiful room. Every room at Rooms To Go is priced to sell during our January clearance sale. Get amazing buys on special clearance items. Reduced sale prices on Cindy Crawford Home. The Sofia Vergara collection. Get big once-a-season savings store-wide, even on Rooms To Go Kids. Plus, get easy interest-free financing. So hurry, we must clear the way for new styles. Shop the Rooms To Go January clearance sale today.
Timeless architecture, bayshore views, elevated living, spacious residences, all in Tampa's most prestigious neighborhood. The developers behind One St. Petersburg and the Ritz-Carlton Residences Sarasota introduce Hyde Park House, now accepting contracts. Register online or call 813-649-3700.
The crash injured my neck and my back.
Because of Chris, I knew that I was in good hands and I could focus on getting healthy again.
Chris got me $535,000.
Call Christopher Ligori and Associates at 813-223-2929.
Tampa General performs the region's most orthopedic surgical procedures and does the most total joint replacements in Tampa Bay. More procedures means more expertise, and this makes us one of the top 20 orthopedic programs in the nation. Tampa General is Florida's #1 hospital for orthopedics and your #1 choice for quality care. Tampa General Hospital. Other hospitals practice medicine. We define it.
Winterworld is a family-owned business, and we really mean family. We treat everyone right, give them the best deal, and offer only quality products.
Our family-owned business is backed by a company that believes in top quality at the best price. That way, more people can afford energy-efficient windows, doors, and siding.
And we really are a family-owned business. My brother and I have grown up with Winterworld.
And it's been fun doing commercials like this one. It has taught us the meaning of doing a good job for others.
Winterworld, family-owned and operated.
Simply the best for less.
Plan your day with Florida's most accurate forecast. Follow Tampa Bay weather on Twitter.
35 years and still rolling. The 35th anniversary of the Florida RV Super Show, January 15th through 19th at the Florida State Fairgrounds. The largest RV show in America, Wednesday through Sunday. Presented by Florida RV Association. 35 years of bringing adventure to your doorstep.
6 minutes till 7 now. We start your morning sprint with breaking news from overnight. One person is dead after a house fire in Pinellas County. 2 people and a dog did escape the home on Bluffview Drive. Officials say those flames were so intense it caused them to call off their initial search. When they finally went inside, they found the victim. The cause is now under investigation.
Seeing significant delays on 75 northbound because of 2 accidents, one near Fowler, the other is south of I-4. We'll look at the drive time during our digital streaming newscast at 7, as well as this, an accident on 275 northbound at 22nd Avenue South in Pinellas County.
Taking a live look as close to 2,000 Polk County teachers are about to leave to Tallahassee to push for higher pay and more funding. This comes after fears that they could lose their job over it. The Department of Education sent a letter notifying teachers if they left their classrooms for the Capitol, they could risk being fired. The superintendent assured teachers they would not be terminated.
Happening today, there's a groundbreaking ceremony for the Ridge Road Extension project in Pasco County. This has been 2 decades in the making. It took that long to get approval. Crews will build a 4-lane road that will connect Newport Richey to the Suncoast Parkway and then eventually US 41. Construction on the first phase is happening right now. Phase 2 will begin in late 2022.
Much needed connection to visit that area for school visits quite some time. Temperatures in the low 80s by 3 o'clock this afternoon, near a record. No change in sight for the rest of the work week.
And this tortoise went above and beyond the call of duty to save his species. Coming up at 7, the reason scientists say he did more than other tortoises. I'll give you a hint. If a tortoise could smile, he'd be smiling a lot.
Wait till you hear this story. It's coming up on Good Morning Tampa Bay at 7. Tampa Bay's only exclusively streaming newscast. That is coming up next.
When 7 a.m. hits and you want more local news, now you can switch to your favorite streaming device and get more Good Morning Tampa Bay. Add more to your mornings and get your day started the right way. Good Morning Tampa Bay, now streaming past 7, part of our commitment to taking action for you.
A young Florida girl is taking on Hollywood. On the next Morning Blend, we welcome back a 7-year-old actress who is starring in a new Netflix thriller with actor Sam Worthington.
Plus, as more and more people are turning to online reading, we hear about a brand new bookstore opening in the Bay Area.
Get severe weather voice alerts sent straight to your mobile device. Download the Storm Shield app.
What makes New South Window different? We are truly factory direct. We manufacture, we install, and we guarantee for life. From our factory to your home.
Now that's factory direct.
Smoked for hours and loaded with flavor. Come try the meat that made us famous in our original pork plates. Get pork with ribs, ribs and wings, or on our new barbecue Cuban sandwich, starting at $7.99 for limited time only at Sonny's Barbecue.
If you use an antenna to watch ABC Action News, listen up. On January 16th, we're moving to a new signal, and we don't want you to be left behind.
So plan to rescan your TV. All it takes is just 3 easy steps.
1, hit the menu button on your remote.
2, go to setup.
3, choose antenna, then either channel scan, auto program, or auto tune, and your TV will do the rest.
Plan to rescan January 16th. Head to abcactionnews.com/rescan to find out more.
Mark is the best husband and father you could ask for.
He's just a big kid.
Best man at my wedding. Just gotta keep him off the dance floor.
New South makes the ultimate Florida window, built for maximum hurricane protection, energy savings, and to keep your family safe. Don't even think about buying windows from anyone else till you see what our factory can do for you.
At OfferPad, our mission is to provide the best way to buy and sell a home. Just go to OfferPad.com, tell us about your home, and we'll send you a competitive offer. We know what your home means to you, so we're committed to be with you every step of the way. Request your free purchase offer today.
Is this the world's best sandwich? Nope. Lance's real peanut butter between two toasted crackers is the best. Pick up Lance sandwich crackers now in bite-sized minis.
At Book of Law, we know that a car accident can change your life. And sometimes you're simply not sure if you would benefit from an attorney. That is why we always offer a free consultation. Make an informed decision. Call us 24/7 at 877 all nights.
At OfferPad, our mission is to provide the best way to buy and sell a home. Just go to OfferPad.com, tell us about your home, and we'll send you a competitive offer.
Friendly people, competitive price, no showings. That's OfferPad.
With OfferPad, you're sold. Request your free purchase offer today.
As we start the week, violence on the streets of Iran. Police fire at protesters taking on their rulers. Outrage in Iran. Police fire bullets and tear gas as protesters take on the supreme leader and his regime. New images coming in this morning after the government admits they accidentally shut down that passenger plane with 176 people on board. We're live with the latest.
Deadly tornado outbreak. Twisters tearing through the heartland, leaving a trail of destruction, killing at least 12 people. And now the big chill about to hit millions.
Volcano emergency. This massive eruption in the Philippines forcing tens of thousands to flee. Lava, lightning, and ash filling the air. Plumes stretching 9 miles high and towns destroyed below. Now the government's new warning.
Royal Crisis Summit. We're live at the Queen's home, Sandringham, as Prince Charles, William, and Harry arrive for that emergency meeting with the Queen. Meghan expected to join by phone as they try to determine the future of the royal family after Harry and Meghan's bombshell announcement.
Flu alert. The 4-year-old struck by the B strain of the virus, losing her sight. Her mother with a warning this morning.
Battle for the Super Bowl. Overnight, the Packers send the Seahawks packing and the Kansas City Chiefs with a comeback that made NFL history.
And ready for liftoff, the countdown to the Oscar nominations is on.
Are you an actor?
No, I'm a stuntman.
Is this the year of Brad and Leo? Will J-Lo get her first Oscar nod? Will Little Women win big? And will any women get a director's nod? We have the Oscar nominations live right here on GMA.
Live in Times Square, this is Good Morning America.
We do say Good Morning America. Hollywood's big morning Rocket Man and Elton John expect to get some love with the Oscar nominations.
Not the only ones. Brad Pitt is on a roll. He won at the Golden Globes, won last night at the Critics' Choice Awards. Of course, he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And the same for Renee Zellweger. She picked up a Golden Globe and also that Critics' Choice Award last night as well. She's on a winning streak for Judy. All of that, always a big morning, always fun to see the nominations.
I know, and the nominations are ahead. But first, we're going to begin with that turmoil in Iran. Violent protests erupting as people take to the streets there, protesting the regime after Iran admitted it accidentally shot down a passenger plane. Chief Global Affairs Correspondent Martha Raddatz is back from Iran, tracking the very latest. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Robin. A week ago, this was a country with masses of people shouting down the United States. But this morning in Iran, the anger is aimed at their own leaders.
Protests in the streets of Iran over the shoot down of that passenger jet. Over
Overnight, thousands of Iranians flooding the streets for a second day. The Associated Press showing tear gas hurled at crowds with video and witness accounts of protesters beaten and live ammunition fired. Iran denying the use of live ammunition. The denial coming after the Iranian government finally admitted that its military forces accidentally shot down a Ukrainian commercial aircraft, killing all 176 passengers on board. This after 3 days of claiming mechanical errors brought down the plane. The Iranian government now saying they mistook the passenger jet for an incoming missile just hours after Iran targeted American-backed bases in Iraq in retaliation for the U.S. killing Qasem Soleimani, a top Iranian general. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani tweeting, Armed Forces internal investigation has concluded that regrettably, missiles fired due to human error caused the horrific crash of the Ukrainian plane. In a televised speech, even hardliners apologizing. The commander in charge saying he wished he'd been on that plane himself so he wouldn't feel so ashamed in front of his nation, adding, quote, "We never thought we would harm our own people." In the aftermath of Soleimani's death, Iranians were united, angrily protesting against the United States drone strike on Soleimani. Now Iran's unity shattered. Iranian protesters ripping down posters of Soleimani, the slain military leader, and some protesters refusing to trample the image of an American flag. Overnight, President Donald Trump supporting the new protests, tweeting a warning in English and Farsi to the leaders of Iran, do not kill your protesters. And this morning, hardliners have started threatening people from holding large-scale funerals where slogans against the Iranian regime might be shouted. George?
Okay, Martha, welcome back from Iran. We're going to go to the White House now, where the president and his team are facing new questions about the intelligence behind his strike on Iran's top commander. And our latest ABC News poll with Ipsos shows more than half the country disapproves of how the president is handling Iran. I want to bring in our senior White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega. And Cecilia, we now have seen the president's own defense secretary saying he hasn't seen the evidence behind President Trump's claim that Soleimani was targeting 4 U.S. embassies.
Exactly, George. This started on Friday when President Trump told Fox News that he believed that the Iranians were going to target those 4 American embassies. And then yesterday, his own defense secretary, Mark Esper, went on TV and essentially said that he saw no such threat. It was a real head scratcher, though, because the defense secretary then attempted to not outright contradict the president, saying basically that the president's interpretation of the intelligence that led to this attack was correct. It is just the latest example, you know this, of all of the mixed messaging over the origins of this strike on Soleimani. And George, certainly it's going to play into Democrats and even some Republicans' criticism of the origins of this. They say they have yet to see evidence of the administration's initial claim that this threat was imminent.
And Cecilia, this is all happening, of course, as it looks like the impeachment trial is set to begin this week. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying she's going to send the articles of impeachment over. The president's been all over the map on what he wants, on witnesses, on a trial, and now he seems to be calling for a dismissal, which is not Mitch McConnell's plan.
Yeah, he is certainly frustrated heading into what is expected to be a historic week. You said it, all over the map. A number of tweets over the weekend on impeachment. He initially said that he wanted to call on more witnesses, including suggesting at one point Nancy Pelosi might be one of them. Then there was this other tweet where he suggested that the Republicans might want to dismiss the trial outright, basically saying that it gave the partisan Democrats credibility on this case that it doesn't otherwise have. It doesn't appear, though, George, that the Republicans have the support for an outright dismissal, and we could be looking at a trial start in a matter of days.
That's what it looks like. Cecilia Vega, thanks very much. TJ?
George, return to those powerful storms that are really more reminiscent of something we're used to seeing in the springtime. They slammed the South now with tornadoes, damaging winds, and flooding. Power has been knocked out to thousands of people, and at least 12 people have been killed. Our Kaylee Hartung is in Louisiana for us, where there was an EF2 tornado that cut a 40-mile path of destruction. Hello, Kaylee.
Good morning, TJ. That's right. And this is what it looks like when an EF2 tornado rips through your home. Jerry and Mary Sue Franks were killed here when their home was torn from its foundation more than 200 feet from where I'm standing. Take a look at this wide shot. 135-mile-per-hour winds shredding this home to pieces, spreading a lifetime of memories across this vast area. This morning, residents waking up to more destruction after 2 tornadoes touched down in the middle of the night. Residents reeling from the devastating tornadoes across the U.S. At least 12 people were killed during the severe weekend storms spanning from Texas to Ohio.
This is a fence on top of a home.
In Ohio, 2 tornadoes, forceful winds, uprooting this tree and ripping out